the next song. Hey, Ronnie, you good up in there?
Yeah.
All right. Show him, because he's just like, we can go to the next one. Anybody got anything to say? Oh, you good? Just right.
That's hard.
That beat's dope.
I can actually see a lot of that in me. It's crazy. It's like, for an example, I'm in the process of moving and I'm going through, my head just trying to figure out what I'm gonna be taking with me and packing up and, all of the things I'm gonna be getting rid of. And I look at my couch and I felt a certain type of way.
What do you mean by that?
I spent so many years on this black leather couch. I shed so many tears on this black leather couch. Not so many things I hold dear as this black leather couch. So many things that took place here on this black leather couch. This thing might look kinda dusty and old, but to me, yeah, it's lovely as gold. And it might not be the most comfiest though, and yet I've had it since the 7th grade. To me, this old thing is reminiscent to better days.
Our memories stick with us. If it helps to take a picture of the item before you get rid of it, you can look back and drop that memory. That's fine, but removing that item is not going to remove the memories.
This couch is where my mama used to sit and have a chat with me. Think about all the long talks she used to have with me. This is where my dad came home from work and used to crash and he used to sip his brandy every night until the glass empty. These memories
Right here.
Favorite, bro.
Yeah, good looking, bro.
I was just telling them, and y'all know him as much as I do, and some people more. This is his lane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is lane.
Yep.
Like, all this other stuff he can do,
Right.
but this is his lane.
Facts.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
In and Out can make shakes, but they don't make the best shakes.
Right.
Yeah.
They make double doubles with grilled cheese.
Right.
Right.
Real talk.
And animal fries. That's what they do. That's their lane.
Yep.
Like, I don't really know what to call it. I told him, like, I guess it's like lyrical, spiritual, neo soul type.
Right.
Like, but storytelling.
Uh-huh.
Like, the best examples is the Jeremiah, the Who Am I.
Right.
That was the title of that song.
Yeah,
Who Am I,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The baby mama abortion song.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Stuff
right.
like that.
Right.
This is his water, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the beautiful thing about CHH is it's a gang of copycats.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have something original and you got a lane,
Right.
like, and you carve out a niche for it,
Right.
people are thirsting for originality.
Yep.
Right.
And so the fact that this is lacked in this space,
Oh yeah,
they're gonna have to go to him to get it.
Right.
for real. And that's what I was saying earlier. The art of storytelling in hip hop is almost a lost art. Like it's it's all about just
It's a vibe.
spitting bars now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. The artists that I could think of that like tell stories and have this vibe. I mean, when you start talking about who it reminds you of, I mean, it's you talking about legends in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know, dudes that actually tell a story that you listen to. You know what I mean? That, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. That's for real.
Your lane is more 3 stacks. He looking at me crazy. What does that look mean? I'm just saying storytelling.
Like obviously this man's gonna do.
He's talking about the comparison. Yeah, I'm just talking about lane, because y'all don't make the same kind of music. Like, he raps completely different. Like, he talks like he's in a therapy, like he's a therapist when he raps.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, storytelling, and even the fact of your flow pattern is always choppy, fast, and then you slow it down and fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where I hear the comparison.
Yeah.
Like,
And then just
saying that, dog.
you can't like pinpoint the sound. Like, you know, when certain rappers, because of the beat and how they rap, you be like, they from this region.
Yeah.
This song came on and it was boom pat. Then it hit the saxophone.
Yeah.
Then it was the singing. It was like you can't even in a sense compare it to something. You just accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then on top of all of that, the concept. Like, this album, like I said earlier, we usually, when we listen to an album, you looking for the bangers that you're gonna be able to repeat, and you looking for what you're gonna, in a sense, get from it, instead of you stepping into the atmosphere of the album or what the atmosphere of the album's creating.
Right.
And this one, you structured it so well and stuck to the narrative to the point where it has a gravity pull to not only pull you into the album, but you're in the therapy session along with you. You know, you feel me? With the couch, I'm thinking about, damn, what do I got in my personal life that's compared to this couch? You feel me?
That's what I like. It's the metaphors, like even in the other song, how you use the female, but you really talking about just any vice, you know, per se. So the metaphor that are being used in the album is super dope too. Like I said, like he was saying too, it doesn't, you can't really put a region to it. You know what I'm saying? It don't have a West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. It don't have like a boom bap, you know, trap. Like there's really no.
They don't exist no more in hip hop.
Yeah, the sound you talking about, like the regional sound, like the West
regional
Coast.
sounds don't exist no more. Because you really don't even have regional producers anymore.
It reminds me though, like a storytelling style, like J. Cole. Like it brings you in, it's relatable.
J. Cole would be close. You know what? To be honest, like the vibe I get from it is almost like the vibe of it is like Devin the Dude almost with the singing and the rapping. You know what I mean? But you want a concept though. Right. I mean, obviously the concept's night and day different. But I'm saying
just like a style, like a
right. And the way Devin delivers it, it's like he's telling you a story about his night. You know, from the walk to the car to the pulling up, whatever. So, but in that sense, it's got that
painting that picture.
That painting that picture.
But also, you're not high up here. Like the listener can listen, and you're eye level with them. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like over the head, like
you're not you're not way over there where they're like, oh, that's Bazooka, you know? Like, you know, but like it's like, oh no, he's a dude. And I can hear it.
And it ain't like punchlines. It takes like a minute to like understand. Like right off jump, like he said, first thing I thought of when you were like about this couch was like, oh, okay, like what else? Like he said, what do I have that's representative of this couch? You know what I mean?
Yeah, my whole thing is.
You done sat on the couch. You done sat on that couch.
I slept
on that couch.
So I was gonna ask you.
No, it's a real black leather couch.
I was gonna ask you, do you still got it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's in my garage in Kansas.
Okay. But look, my whole thing is, it's unique. You know, you got something special when you can create a dope like song off of a black leather couch. You feel me? Letting that be the topic. You feel me? You based your whole song off this couch, and yet you made the song speak volumes. You feel me? A lot of you took it in a lot of different areas. You feel me? You related in a lot of different ways. You know. It was cool. I liked it. That was fresh.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you've been doing a good job of describing it, like the whole concept, and captivating the audience to not get lost in it.
Right.
You feel me? Like, cause you could, you got a concept, but it's easy for a song or two to lose you. You feel me? Or to step away from the whole, but the whole time you've been locked into it, and it's just building on top of building on top of building.
You like the lyrical Bob Ross. You like trees. Trees.
I don't even know who Bob Ross is, but I mean,
the white dude with the afro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
is he white? I'm like, is he white? He got a nice afro for a white dude.
So everybody clearly knows about Bob Ross except for me.
The dude, remember the dude on PBS?
The guy on TV where he's like, he just paints the pictures.
Man, he a white dude. All he got is
draw happy trees.
Yeah.
Right, but that's how he be talking too. He be like, he be looking at the picture and he be like, let's add some trees, and he just wiggle a wand and like.
Her said PBS, it made me realize.
Nah, you was 3, 4. You wasn't flocking.
That's what it is. I just dated
myself. This is the 80s. This is the 80s. I mean, like this.
I was on PBS.
This go back when it was 7 channels.
And you turned them like this,
and TV went off. Remember TV went off?
Oh yeah, it was.
TV went off at 2 a.m.
It was infomercial.
No, y'all younger than me. Yeah, TV went off.
Oh, there was nothing playing.
There was nothing.
Oh, you talking about with that colorful screen where it's like?
Yeah, TV
I don't
went
remember
off.
that, but I remember
TV
late at night after 2 o'clock, it was infomercials and preachers.
Yeah, no,
that's how it was.
2 a.m. TV turned off. There was no TV. It was the color screens.
Yeah.
And then at 6,
anointed cloth.
at like 6 in the morning,
News came on.
no, when it turned back on, it would be a picture of the flag,
With the,
and the
they
flag
sell
would be
CDs.
blowing in the wind, and they
With
would
the
be
oldies,
playing
you know
like
what
the
I'm
Star
talking
Spangled
That's
Banner,
how I used to get
like
my
the instrumental version. homie.
R&B. Look, I used to stand
I
at
remember
night
that. He said,
and watch the
No, but we can go. No, we can go to the next one. So the next. It's called Expensive Change. You can play, bro.
It's free. It's free indeed.
So happy he's making it this way,
It's free. It's free indeed. When the sun sets free, it's free indeed.
Okay, I pull up, do my transaction, and I roll off. Another day, another dollar when getting this dope off me. I'm about my bread, I ain't taking no loss. I refuse to be another one of these suckers out here broke. Nah, Lord, please free us from these chains.
Please free us from these chains.
Lord, please free us from these chains.
Please free us from these.
Don't you dare talk to me about who you think that I ought to be. Let me take these shoes off. You think you can walk in these? See who you call a fiend was once a queen who would often dream. Got stuck in these chains and then lost her keys. Trapped in addiction and this thing just took us from these chains.
Please free us from these.
It's apparent the pain of growing up without your parents. No boxes and a mom that you don't play cause you embarrassed. Sticks and stones may break some bones, but hurt from words is hard to bury. Go to school and get called names cause your mama strung out a heroin. She wasn't there when some things occurred and I needed her.
It's like your Kendrick song.
That one
Oh,
was
yeah.
That brought tears to my eyes.
That was
That one was cold.
Yeah, that was.
from an artist's perspective, bro. Like all the storytelling is good, but I think that was thus far the most perfect executed storytelling. Like
Oh,
how you
sorry.
brought it right back to the.
No, you had some bars. You had some bars in that one that hit was like.
We talk about your mom though. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
I like how you had 3 different.
Exactly.
I like that when we
Yeah.
talking about having the, you know, being a deadbeat dad, you know what I mean, and all that. Like that one hit, man. I was like, ooh.
The sound was it's hard to pinpoint the sound of this album.
You said the Kendrick. You said
This
that's
is
the
like
Kendrick bag.
it's another. It's like you hit like Kendrick, you did like a you did an Eminem,
Little J. Cole.
and it's another artist. I gotta listen to the song enough to know. I'm talking about old Eminem, with like the storytelling and how you was chopping your bars and like it was like it's another artist. I just gotta keep hearing it come, but the sound is unique. Like
I feel like your bars is better, but
It's
another
Bazooka.
artist that was that kind of similar is Boogie.
Oh, Boogie, yeah. You talking about
Because he gets
Dude
kind
from
of low key
Compton?
deep.
Yeah.
He low key get deep with his
Boogie's
bars
hard.
too.
right,
Yeah, he hard, but the thing is his message. You know,
right.
his message is a little bit different than yours. You feel me? His not exactly
It's a
all
lot
the way
bit
on point.
different.
Yeah.
exactly.
For real.
I feel like I could cruise with my homeboys Lolo listening to that song.
Nah, that's
You know,
dope. Yeah,
like that's a
dope, bro.
good song.
Yeah, that's tight, man. So yeah, we can go to the next one then. Shoot, let's keep it pushing.
What greater lovers than a die for your day ones? For the sake of trying to save one. Pain comes only in the night, but you can feel the joy when the day comes. I never leave my brothers.
I pray for some of my day ones. Man, I wish that I could bring them in. I pray we could be a team again. I sacrificed a lot for my loved ones. Up, not too often was I on the receiving end. Still, I only tried to be a friend. Lord, you call me to feed the sheep, lead the weak, but the ones I need to reach look at me like a demon. Free in the deepest sleep, and I can lead them to the water, but can't make them humble themselves enough to get on their knees and drink.
What greater lovers than a die for your day ones? For the sake of trying to save one. Pain comes only in the night, but you can feel the joy when the day comes. I never leave my brothers. I tasted and seen the Lord is good and now I'm trying to feed my brothers.
I changed my ways and you continue to rep the set. There came a time we had to draw a line. No etch a sketch, we brothers, but we play for different teams now. Step and set.
Real quick, like what Hurt said, you found your lane. And being an artist under the Hog Mob umbrella, I'm glad.
Exactly.
I'm
like, come on, bro.
No, because I understand where you're going. It's a difficult thing. It's like being in Wu-Tang.
Right.
And when the clan get together,
right,
it's Wu.
Right.
And Method Man has to be Wu-Tang Method Man.
Right.
And when Method Man go with Redman, Method Man is a whole other Method Man.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you did this time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
that's where he's going.
On that particular song, I was going to say that one. You know, as a Hog Mob minister, and anybody that kind of like walks that same path that we do, we've all experienced that. And that song actually hit me hard because just earlier today I had got into it with one of my day ones. Yeah. And I got a homie who's he's in Ironwood. He caught a triple murder. They gave him life, no parole. And he's trying to do the appeals to get the L taken off. And everybody from the hood has these free with his name.
Yeah, they got the shirts.
The shirts and all that. Right. You know what I mean? And he kind of got irritated at something that I said because everybody was like free. I said, look, man, I'm more worried about him being saved from the sin than freed for his
soul.
Than freed for his freedom. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he kind of like I guess he didn't understand like what I meant by that because me and him kind of got into it. And I had to explain to him, I said, man, I got a brother in the ministry that did 27 on a 25 to life for murder. I'm not saying... Yeah, I'm not saying he don't deserve to get out or a second chance, this and that. You know what I mean? I was like, but I mean, he did plug three people. You know what I mean? Innocent people. You know what I mean? And so, me being removed from my situation, in like that song says, trying to communicate with my day ones because they're on such a different wavelength. Yeah. Everything I said, I thought like I said it like it was gonna make so much sense. That he was going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. But, like, he just did not get it at all. And it was all just about, like, oh, that's your boy, yada, 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 this and that. I said, no, man. Like, I said, man, like, it's not my call to say if he's free or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that the system that gave him life gets to decide whether he gets to get out or not. You know what I mean? I said, if I'm going to pray for anything, I'm going to pray that he repents. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
This is the key when... in ministry, out of ministry, because it's levels to everything. You know? Right. Like, it's levels to Christianity, it's levels to salvation, it's levels to knowledge, it's levels to the streets, it's levels to fatherhood, right? But when it comes to this spiritual thing, you're trying to explain something that you see to a blind and a deaf person. They're blind and deaf.
Because it says in the word, it says that these things are spiritually discerned, and that the natural man can't even comprehend these things.
Yeah, so you're literally explaining a picture or a sunset to a deaf and blind man. Yeah. Right. He can't hear what you're saying. That's real. And he can't see what you're saying. Right. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And, so
and what's crazy is that's where the song hit because what people don't realize is that the anger that comes from their end of it because they're taking everything you're saying so offensive. You know what I mean? And you're actually speaking from a place of love.
No, but you're offending him.
But he's offended.
You have to understand.
Because that's how when someone's offended, they start taking jabs back. And they start doing this and talking this.
The word is offensive. The word is offensive.
Right.
The word judges.
He's the rock of offense.
Right. But that song in particular, though, anybody that's basically came from where we came from and had to walk away from what we've walked away from, we all experienced the same thing as far as like, okay, I'm free. This feels so good. Let me go back and get my boys. Yeah, exactly. Let me go back and get my boys. And then when you get back, your boys, not only do they not want to go, but they almost not is like, no more. Right, they're almost beefing with you on some like you say, they're taking everything you're saying offensive when at the end of the day, like you going back in love. And so I've been doing this now for about 5 or 6 years. And out of all my homeboys, I mean, I've been on prayer walks and everything that we've done. Yeah. None of my homeboys have ever been saved. They're all still active. I mean, literally, like I used to tell my wife, I'm like, I don't understand. Everybody got one homeboy they saved. Yeah. I ain't got one. My homies are all still active. At the in San Juancito, the Mom Millennium. Yeah. One of my day ones hit me up. He called me up. This is how frustrated I am. with my homeboys. He called me up and he's like, hey man, you know what? I had an incident. Whoop-de-wop. He's like, God spoke to me. I want to fight. I said, man, whatever, bro. You really want? You know what I mean? Like I'm so, you know, beat down in the fight. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bro. If you serious, you show up here.
Man, whatever, bro.
And that's what I told him. I said, man, look, if you serious, you know, for all I know, homie's on one. You know what I mean? He like, man, I've been up 4 days. Whoop-de-whoop. You know what I mean? But so I said, look, if you serious, show up here. You know what I mean? And we'll take it from there. And I didn't even talk to him for like 4 days. He showed up at the Mont Millennium and he was like, man, I'm here. What's up? And I was like, man, you for real? And then, you know what I mean? We sat there, we had a talk, whatever, and we baptized him. And, you know what I'm saying? That was a victory. I can't even put into words how that felt for me because I put that dude on the hood. Yeah. So the same dude that I put on the hood, I sponsored him in the hood. You know what I mean? We baptized him. You know, and when he gave his life to God, you know what I mean? And that's dope. Like I said, man, that song right there, though, just fully, like, pulled me into that, you know what I mean?
The deep part about it, I think we lied to ourselves and we was lied to in the sense of thinking that a gang of dudes was going to come out because we came.
Man, right.
It don't work that way.
That's that pride.
That's that pride. I said, Lord, you called me to lead the weak, feed your sheep. But the ones I need to reach look at me like a Jesus freak.
Yeah,
and then
get on their knees.
Yeah, and I said you can lead them to the water, but can't make them humble themselves enough to get on their knees and drink.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's
now that like I said,
it's
man,
the reality of what we do though, and like
that song so far because of what we do has hit me the hardest.
It's an uphill battle. You climbing uphill on your hands and knees on gravel and rocks and glass and all that, and like
exactly.
Even with the day ones, like I know people like, you know, that see that their parents like grew up, you know, and their parents are Christians and all this and that. Like my pops was active longer than me. My pop's a biker. He Hell's Angel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I said, he never even like got unactive. You know what I mean? He just got old. You know what I'm saying? But
that gotta be super hard.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But
he didn't get unactive. He just got old.
Yeah. Like I got my mom. I got my mom a Bible, right? And she got it like a decorative piece, like in the house. And every time I go to the pad, I look at it, I said, Mom, have you opened that? I'll do the dust check. I'm like, Mom, come on, Mom. Come on. And my mama, she a nice woman. She was all lovey, but like she I can't get her to go to church.
That's the real.
But yeah, no, that song right there though, man, that with from the bars, the message, that one hit, bro.
Appreciate it.
I kind of feel like that's probably my favorite one right now.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah,
progressive.
right
You said that on the last song.
Yeah, you said that right.
Get better and better, bro.
Pick one and ride with it.
But that's something that every one of us as Christians can relate to and have to relate to because it's a battle that we all deal with. And like her said, like we all think that like everybody's gonna be like jumping for joy for us. Like, hey dog, I found God, man, I give my life to God, I feel all great, and everybody like, man, for real? All right, you doing that, and I'm glad that's working for you, man. Hit me up when you.
My homeboys use me in the sense of like, it's not in a bad way,
Right.
but like, somebody died, call her.
Oh yeah, to
Right.
minister.
You know one day,
Yeah.
Oh, cuz, like, I just got shot, or cuz, my brother died, or cuz, woo. Like, but it's usury in the sense of, it's like a drug.
Yeah. My homies won't even call me because they're like, man, he ain't gonna shut up.
You know when you down, it go bad, you want to get loaded so you don't feel what you feel. And then when that moment passes, then you can go back to regular life.
I was just on the phone call, snot bubbles. Oh man.
Yeah.
And you go through it so much, like you said, like her said, you can't grow weary because you do get frustrated, like bruh, because we desire them to be saved.
Yeah.
Especially on this side, it's lonely. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah, and they say, and my homies say like weird things too. They'll be like, dog, not everything's related to God, and I'm like, bro, God created everything. What you mean? Like they also like, dog, this ain't like, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with Jesus, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dog, this got everything to do with Jesus, bro. Like you said, though,
your God thing, bro.
you trying to explain a sunset to a blind man, you know what I mean? And then if anything, he once he starts realizing how beautiful it looked, then he get mad because he can't see it. And now he mad that you can see it and he can't, you know what I mean? But yeah, so far that's my favorite. I'm gonna put that out there. So far that's
I think my favorite so far is the Black Couch, but I did miss like 4 songs.
They were close. The Black Couch was close. I ain't gonna lie.
That Black Couch was.
We gotta show you the first.